Yes, people, Team Talk Podcast, episode 26. Myself, Samuel Law. I got Dotts with me. What you saying, bro?
What you saying? I'm here, man.
I got Stelios.
Yeah.
All right, let's get straight into it. Has Liverpool won the league or?
Nah, they haven't, man. City's still to lose, obviously, but I'm getting scared, boy.
Bro, I think that was the
Let me
game.
not even say I'm getting scared, because I don't mind Liverpool winning. I don't give a damn. But
You don't give a damn. Like, as an Arsenal fan,
Why?
As an Arsenal fan, it's always been the kind of debate like Liverpool ain't won the league for how many years, but people always get onto Arsenal. Yeah, like look how long Liverpool have gone back winning the league. Now
20 plus years.
Yeah, so now if they break that this season, then you lot can't talk like that.
To be honest, I don't care, bro. Honestly, if Liverpool win it, I don't care. My concern right now, you know what my concern is top four. You get me? If Liverpool win the league, credit to them. You get me? But I'm not fast.
But did we not see a top performance today in terms of like we all thought, okay, Chelsea. Okay, I knew Chelsea away from home is get me. They're not really. They haven't. I think only Fulham. Is it only Fulham?
This year, only Fulham.
Yeah.
2019, only Fulham, they beat away. Wow.
So I knew their away form was poor.
So just as bad as ours then.
Basically, yeah.
So why do we get dragged and Chelsea don't get dragged? Anyway.
Hold on, when people have been screaming sorry out, you think we're not getting
No,
dragged?
but the away form, people say, yeah, worst away form in the league, blah, blah, blah. Like, why don't...
But people have been talking about our away form for a while, for a minute.
But anyway, so I'm saying that with this game on paper, is it fair to say that this was like the last hard fixture for Liverpool?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, the last hard fixture. The rest of the games, Liverpool should be winning them.
Also, the fact that it was sandwiched in between the Champions League game, quarter-final. You would have thought maybe they might have rested players.
Okay, bro, there's going to be more sandwiching. You get me? They've got Barca next. If, let's say Barca go through, right, as we expect them to, Liverpool looking like they're already through, that's sandwich. They're going to sandwich more in between Barca.
I didn't think of that. It's true. Yeah.
You get me? So it's not over, bro. I'm telling you. It's not. I think Liverpool are still going to drop points in the league. Trust me.
What about City when they go and meet Juventus? If City go through.
But they got the squad.
You know what? Let's talk about the title race after, yeah? But let's actually focus on this game. So, as a Chelsea fan, how did you feel with the lineup that you saw Sarri put out?
It's good.
It was different to the other games prior.
We've started with two the same lineup in the Prem, like with Hudson starting Hazard on one side and then a striker, certified striker, and then Loftus-Cheek in midfield. We started with that last two games, won them. Obviously today we're facing Liverpool, top of the league, so you know that we're coming up against the best centre back in the league. Got Van Dijk, yeah. Having Giroud and Higuain is like they're easily marked out of games by weaker defenders. So why not try it? Why not try something else? Why not put our best player to try and get past him, try and dribble past him? I think it was a good gamble, but it just didn't pay off.
Do you reckon they should have played this with a striker?
It wasn't a good gamble at all. It was a stupid one. Like, we've heard Hazard make noise. Like, I'm not on this centre forward.
It's false nine.
False nine. I'm not on that. You get me? And when Higuain came on, we saw what happened immediately. It was almost immediate. The chances started flying in.
Literally, they had like 4 chances in that 2 minutes.
That wasn't down to Higuain coming on. I don't believe so. Like
It had to be. Didn't you see the way Higuain went central? Hazard started floating. But when he was from the left side, when he was false number 9, he had to play in the pocket. Obviously, Van Dijk for all day is laughing.
I hear that. Yeah, I just think, maybe it was a change in systems rather that had more of an effect. Like as in, maybe the Liverpool defenders were just like having to change their style of play to adapt to Chelsea's change rather than the actual change itself. Does that make sense? Like, okay, if we started with Higuain or Giroud, I don't think that it would have made any difference. Hence why we didn't score. Like, it's not like there's no goals. There's nothing to show for it other than chances. Do you get what I'm saying?
Other than chances.
Yeah, the chances were fine margins.
But we had chances. There were close. There were closer chances in the first half, but we still had chances in the first half, and we played better in the first half.
I think Sarri, kind of, this is what I said off air as well. He set out the team to keep it tight and not lose. In the first half, with always the intention that later on in the game we're gonna put a striker.
Yeah, of course.
It's just the 2 goals.
Literally, look, there are two variables that everyone's forgetting. Yeah, number one, Rudiger coming off. Yeah, obviously a change with 2 centre halves. Yeah, like to change it at the back. Christensen, as soon as he came on, you could see that he was off the pace in the sense that he wasn't in the start of the game. He didn't adapt to the speed of the game quite quickly. Fair enough, we got through the first half. The second half, the minute we came out of the changing rooms, bro, I was leaving my house here to come here I just put on TalkSport. Oh, we've had a goal at Anfield. Oh, we've had another goal bro, in the space of like 5 minutes. I was like, what is going on here? And that's so for me.
Lloyd, you said at the time they didn't come out the changing room.
They didn't come out. And the thing is, you see that happen to a lot of teams. The first 5-10 minutes after in the second half, they're key. If you sleep,
That's the difference between the top teams, isn't it? The top teams are switched on at all times. Like.
Sleeping, slapped in 2 goals in 3 minutes, just like that, and the game's over essentially. So, yeah, man. Sorry, got it wrong for me.
I'm gonna give a shout out to someone that I don't really rate him. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think he's a hard worker, but I'm starting to see his worth to Liverpool. Henderson.
Not even just to Liverpool, bro. Like, it's mad. Okay, don't get me wrong. I still think he's basic. Still think he's very basic.
I agree.
But even at for England lately, like, I see this like almost a more mature Henderson than I have in the last previous years. Like, he's offering a little bit more than what I've seen over the past few years. And today, now he looks like a possessed man. He's like, look, I'm the captain.
Lloyd, we were saying it today when Hendo assisted the first one. He celebrated like he scored the goal.
Henderson, he's playing like a man possessed. He is charged. He's charged. Henderson, this is not the first time. I think he scored the other day. Did he score the other day?
Yeah. Crystal Palace. Was it Palace? No, sorry. Southampton. Yeah.
And he lost it. His whole neck was pink. His whole head. You get me? He lost it. So fam, he's really fine.
And that wasn't even the winner. That was the 3-1. That was like
yeah, this is it. So he's a man like, yeah, we're gonna fight for this title. He's not on some Gerrard thing. He's dying for this title, boy. So let's see. And he's fought himself back into the starting lineup because a few months ago, he wasn't.
Ronaldo was
He wasn't in the starting lineup, and I don't know how he's ushered Ronaldo out, but you get me. And he's playing in a more advanced role, which is strange for Henderson.
All right. Now I said if Liverpool win this league, yeah, they deserve it. And certain man were like, it's a bold statement. Like, what do you mean? And I only meant because for years I've always put Liverpool as that team that, obviously no offense, Lloyd, but I've put them with Arsenal that they're gonna capitulate at some point. Don't worry about them. They're doing well, but at one point it's just gonna mess up. I'm not seeing that anymore. Is that now? First of all, Klopp.
They've got a crazy, like, you get me. They've got a solid team now. They've got a crazy defender, right? Solid, one of the most solid defenders, if not the most solid.
The best in the world.
Yeah, like, you get me. He's just so, and they've got 2 crazy fullbacks. Where he's yanked these 2 fullbacks,
Where they came from, I don't know.
It's annoying, G. You can't, how do you just get 2 mad fullbacks in one goal? Like, you get me? It's not fair. Plus the mad centre back. Plus you've got all the Manes, the get me, Salah, Firmino. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen.
But I mean, I said as well, Klopp has basically done Dortmund 2.0 in the sense of like, in Germany, Bayern was a team, obviously. Under Pep as well. Yeah. And Klopp was slowly building with Dortmund. Every year we're always hearing, oh yeah, this player, Kagawa, this player, Aubameyang. We were just hearing players, Marco Royce. Lewandowski, yeah. And then you started to realise, hold on, I mean, they're reaching Champions League semi-finals, now they're reaching finals, and then you realise then they won the league. Yeah. Klopp is like, can we say, even though he hasn't won anything, they are moving in that kind of direction. Like, even at the end, what did you say when Klopp was doing the fist pump? And
that's what he does. He's like a cheerleader. Like, he's like that man that will drive the fans to get behind the team, and he knows how he understands the importance of having a fan base, a strong fan base behind your players, because that drives performance. And he's done well that psychologically installed that winner's mentality into the players there. You've seen the improvement in players like Salah, Mane. Like, Mane this season has been incredible. Like, obviously Salah hasn't been doing the numbers from last year, but Mane has stepped up from last year. So they're constantly evolving. I think they've, like I said at the start of the season, they've got the best attack in the league. Like, in terms of seeing off the weaker teams.
You agree? Over City?
They have.
No, not over City for me.
Okay, so
let's compare that before we go into the City.
It's easy to. It's not over City for me. Look at the table. The table doesn't lie. The goals scored is clear.
Kai 86. Yeah. Liverpool got 77 goals. Man City 86.
Like
wow.
The better attack than City's. I wouldn't say that at all, to be honest.
I think I would rather.
Who's starting lineup? Attack is better, not who's been like, because obviously we're looking at kind of
who is
so obviously you got Mane, Salah, and Firmino. Right, who's the City's strongest 3?
Sterling, Aguero.
For the fact that you're fit, okay, wait.
I would have Sane, but I don't know. Pep's different. He puts Bernardo Silva sometimes. You get me? Sometimes Mahrez.
I'm gonna agree with Dan. I think at first at the start of the season I was saying City, but for the fact that we know who Liverpool's front three is, yeah, and they're in banging, all three of them between them. I wanna know how many goals they've got, but for the fact that City, do you get me? They're chop and change at times.
And I understand what you're saying about goals scored, yeah, but if you look at the goals that come from Liverpool, it's primarily from that front three, yeah. Whereas if you look at Man City, for example, they've got the overall squad that are contributing to them winning games 5-0, 6-0.
Because outside the top three for Liverpool, who's the top goal scorer? Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, Dan is right.
You got Aguero and Sterling. Them two have gone crazy this season. Absolutely. But then outside of that, it's just contribution from a team that's obviously well funded and well crafted.
If you say they got a best attack, you can't scrub out the rest of the guys on the bench. They contribute to the attack.
Yeah, but when I say I'm talking about best forwards in the league, so I should have maybe been a bit more clearer. I'm saying in terms of the forwards, I think they've got the best, and they're so clinical they will see off any of the little teams, and that's where they struggled in previous seasons. Like those games against like your Wolves and your Leicesters and whatnot, you drop points midweek. I think they're more clinical with that this season.
City, they won before this game, before Liverpool Chelsea.
I was in for a nervous finish though.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, like this is mad because I've gone through this several times. I don't like both teams, but I was hoping City was gonna do it only because I don't want Liverpool to win the league. Yeah, my reasons already been stated, but it was a good performance from City. It was a professional performance, and especially they don't like going to Selhurst. They don't like that stadium at all. And I think shout out to my guy Raheem.
My guy Raheem.
You know what? Raheem Sterling, yeah. I said he has to win PFA. If City win the league.
Yeah, I mean it'll be that if City, but the thing is, it's decided before the league's done. So then
why did they do that? That makes no sense to me as well.
It's decided before the league's done, so because the league still be on and popping by the time they decide. But I think Sterling, just off the back, like from the doubters to the race, all of it combined.
The story is just yeah.
I mean, obviously, Van Dijk's been immense. He's been immense, and he'll take his place in the PFA Team of the Year. But for me, Sterling has to grab that. He has to grab that.
I think I know why they do it before the end of the year now, because probably they're trying to show that it doesn't matter who wins the league. Do you know what I mean? Because if you win the league, it'll be easy to say give it to him.
Yeah, but in this scenario, I think you would have to take that into consideration. Who wins the league? Like, you get me? If Liverpool win the league, it would have largely been down to the mad like Van Dijk's like.
Now, just before I came on the podcast, shout out Kaz, Liverpool fan. He messaged me and he said, because I said Sterling has to win PFA, and he was like, nah. I said if Liverpool win it, Van Dijk gets it. Yeah. He was like, nah, and he's a Liverpool fan, He's like, nah, Mane. He said Mane's had arguably the kind of season Sterling's had, like for Liverpool. In terms of what, look at Mane today. Every game we've watched, Mane steps up. That's another undercover one for PFA. Would you man say?
But at the same time, I agree. Mane's been very, very effective this season, been superb. But it has to be. For me, it's a head-to-head between Sterling and Van Dijk, just because the level of impact both players have had.
The thing is, no one's even saying Sane to be PFA. I don't know why. Mane. Sorry, no one's saying Mane to be PFA. I don't know why. That's a very good point. You get me? He's up there with the goals. I'm sure he's up there with the assists. So I don't know. Anyway.
But let's look at the running. So we've been arguing off air. So let's just replicate that now. So Lloyd, you think the title is in City's hands? Yeah,
it's in their hands because if they win all their games, they are the champions. What, you get me? So it's
now let's go through the fixture breakdown though. Okay. So who do you want to go through first? Liverpool or Man City?
Let's go for Man City because obviously they got a game in hand. Right. It's in their hands.
So now that we can't talk about the Champions League, let's put the Champions League games away, for a second,
Oh right.
Man City have got Tottenham at home
next. At home,
At home next.
After a midweek tie
after the same game with them.
Fine. Why are you not shouting like it's like it makes a difference? Fam, that's a W for me. That's a W for me, bro. There's no Kane effect, right? Fair enough, Son comes alive and blah, blah, blah. After they get carried out the Champions League, it's going to be like, they're going to get bopped again. Trust me. It's going to be tight, but I see them losing. again in the league. Okay, next match.
Man United away.
It's whether it's home and away. Whether it's home and away in that fixture, I'm sorry. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be an L for Man U. I'm sorry to say. It's definitely. That's gonna be an even easier match than the Spurs match for me. Fam, listen.
I can't complain. I'm not gonna argue with that. You're right, because Man United against West Ham. We'll get to that, but yeah, United. At
This
Old
Ole's
Trafford.
at the wheels looking. You get me? And I'm so you saw his face. Please. Did you see his face yesterday?
Let's talk about it. Wait.
Okay, cool.
Burnley away.
Ooh. Because Burnley have been playing like.
It's a W, man.
Burnley, their season's over, man. They're qualified.
Okay, cool. The season's not over though, because guys are still playing. They can still be nuisances at best.
We've watched the league. We've watched football long enough to know that certain teams that are middle that can't go Europe and can't get relegated, it's holiday mode.
Listen, okay, like remember that time, yeah, we kicked ball, yeah, and we went like it was 6-7 aside, yeah, and we all playing the team that if they beat us, they were winning the league. Remember?
Oh, what, in Baz?
In Baz, yeah. What was the team talk before the game? They're not gonna win the league in this game against us. We refuse because of pride. Do you not think other teams have pride, fam? The same team, same level of pride. It doesn't matter what, if no one's fighting for whatever. That for me is irrelevant. It's a case of teams will go out there and try and win the game because it's football. They're professional footballers. That's what they do.
And then they got Leicester.
They've got Leicester.
Leicester at home.
They've got Leicester as well.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Brendan Rodgers, boy.
It's a W again, man. It's a W.
And then they
thing
got
is,
Brighton away.
any of these teams that beat City, it's going to be marginal, right? No one's going to go and beat City and beat them 2-0, 3. It's not happening. It's going to be like a 2-1 by accident.
Not even 2-1, but 1-0.
What are you saying that for? What does that mean? 3 points is what counts. So what?
Yeah, but they're just too dominant. Like it'll be small margin. I think because City are fighting for the league, they're not going to they're not. Okay, say for example, boom, they concede in the 60th minute to go 2-1 down or 1-1 even, right? They're gonna go mad that last 20. You can assure it. You know what I'm saying?
But they've proven it this season though. Like
I feel like
Palace, they were 1-0 up at home.
Who are you talking about?
Man City.
They play Palace today.
Palace. When they were at home. They were 1-0 up at home and they slipped up. They lost 2-1. Newcastle.
Away, yeah.
Newcastle again. Was that away or was that home?
That was away.
Okay, but even so, like in that game as well, they went a goal up and they slipped up and they lost. Now, for me, I said that if Liverpool beat Chelsea and Tottenham, then they win the league. Purely because I've since Ole started, I said that's the one game that I know he's gonna win that game. He's gonna win that game.
what
City away.
Okay.
Oh, City at home, sorry.
I'm gonna call you that match. I'm gonna call you, bro, for sure.
Don't look at how they played in the last few games. Don't look at that.
Look, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you now.
Cool.
City are winning that game.
So
United are winning that game, sorry.
Liverpool. All right. So they play Chelsea today. Port on Wednesday. Cardiff away. Cardiff are fighting for survival.
Routine win for Liverpool, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Huddersfield at home.
Even more of a routine. It's gonna be
A schedule.
emphatic. That's the match where people are gonna be like, oh, and Liverpool really look like they get me. It's Liverpool's. It's not like you get me. It's gonna be something brazy, like a 5-0. Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a point. They're gonna prove a point against
prove a
them.
point. It's like a punch win.
Yeah.
Okay. Newcastle away. That's
a
the
tricky
only one I'm looking at that I'm like, okay, that could be the one. Rafa Benitez.
No, that's not the only one for me.
Yeah, but
that's
that's a tricky one, right? Newcastle away, Benitez teams they set up, they keeps their teams compact, tight, frustrate. It could end up frustrating.
Newcastle got a player, Almiron.
Yeah.
Nippy player. I like him.
It could end up frustrating Liverpool that day for sure.
Liverpool too efficient.
And the last game of the season, if it comes down to the wire, Wolves at home.
That's the game that I think is, even though they're at home, I just think that the way Wolves set up.
Listen, if it goes down to that last game at the Kop, we're gonna win this title if we win.
Yeah.
Will it be win this title if they win?
Yeah,
Possibly.
last day of the season.
Possibly.
Especially if
If we win and City drop points, that Kop end is gonna be going mad. They're not gonna lose that match. They're not gonna lose that match. I don't think so.
Could they draw though? Because Wolves is a.
Anyway, let me Jota and them man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with these stupid teams, what was what carried yesterday? We don't like. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way Nuno sets up against the big sides is different from how, like, if you look at his record against the big teams, bro, that's where you have to look at him and give him his credit.
So I haven't seen those titles.
It's gonna be very interesting this run. It's gonna.
I haven't seen those run-ins. Yeah. Give me. I want the name. Liverpool or City.
Liverpool.
City for me still.
Alright. I'm saying City. That's more hope. But okay. We're gonna go to United. Yeah? So first of all, I'm gonna say this. If United play anything like they played yesterday, yeah, we're done. We're not getting top 4.
You lot, yeah. You lot were talking about performances and that yesterday. A lot of man was saying performance, this and that. Fam, at this stage of the season, you will take that kind of victory
100%.
for the rest of the season. It doesn't matter about.
No, but it's looking at who we got still to come. Chelsea and City.
Okay, fair enough. From that point of view, you might want to take in consideration performance because now you got Barca, you got Barca.
Everton's away. You lot just lost there. We got Everton away. Then we got City, then Chelsea.
Fam, you see yesterday, yeah, Ole was looking stressed.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you see when a manager, when they start getting the ages gets put on them from the he's looking stressed. He was on the thing, looking at feeling like, yo, this is a job.
Yeah. Feeling was looking back at him
Man,
like
the honeymoon stage. I was telling you, look, the honeymoon period is over. It's over, G. Like, you get me? It's looking one kind. All the free flowing football at the start. It's looking one kind now. Like, I don't know what it is.
No, but wait. From outside looking in, yeah. Just take your rivalry aside for a second. Let's look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
When you look at United and the current situation, yeah, like where they are right now, they've just given the manager a new contract. Would you reckon the fans are, should be kind of excited for the future, or is this looking at more of the same?
Bro, the future is next season, right? If you're going to next season in the Europa League, that Ole's at the wall thing is gonna. You get me? Even though we were 11 points off. Cool. That's all nice and sweet, fam. Next season, when everyone's on 0, starting off 0, then we'll see, right? Fam, I don't. So what are you telling me? You think you're gonna challenge for the title next season? I do not see that.
I don't either.
I don't see it. I don't see it personally because you're looking at people going out. Pogba's going out. Apparently, he's looking like he's gonna go out.
Madrid,
I think he may be like. I don't see you lot. Are you gonna challenge for the title next season? I don't think so. Like, so what's the why should people be thinking it's bright? Why should people be thinking it's gonna be a bright future? It's not. It's not. I'm telling you.
What do you think?
I made my position clear, man. I think Ollie shouldn't have got that permanent contract yet. It was too early. It was way too early, and I think you're seeing it now. United fans are going back into comfortability mode. You get me? Everyone's just comfortable now. Like the performance yesterday wasn't great. Look, everyone just looked comfortable. De Gea saved you guys again. It's back to that, So man.
We're gonna. Hello, coach.
What's happening?
Yeah, you're on the Team Talk podcast. How you doing, fella?
What's happening?
Oh, congrats on the baby, bro, and the newborn.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thanks, man.
Congrats. All right. So you wanted to give your 2 cents on Ollie, yeah, and the current United situation.
Have you not been speaking about it?
Yeah, we briefly touched on it, but I want to know where you stand right now and like what you're seeing with Man United. First of all, start with the game yesterday.
Like I said, this part of the season is all about the win. I'm not fussed about the performance. I don't really care. Like we just need 3 points. That's it. If we play like that all the games to the end of the season and we get the same result, I don't really care.
Okay, but coach, just to counter that, bro. If you play like that against Spurs, Everton, City, or Spurs, or Chelsea, sorry, it's not going to be a W. It's going to be an L. You know what I'm saying?
But we say that just based off just the simple maths. 1 + 1 is 2. Cool. But what I'm saying is that I'm just fussed about the results. I'm saying if Man City get 20 shots on target and we get 1, then we win 1-0. That's all I care about.
Bro, but that's not going to happen, though.
What I'm trying to say is that obviously if we continue to play how we're playing, then obviously I'm not going to be surprised if we do take a couple L's because you can't just ride your luck like that all the time. But me personally, I'm not fussed with the performances. I'm more fussed about next season. I'm not fussed about right now.
That's what I said to these lot yesterday. Everyone's like, oh, that performance was rubbish, blah, 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 this and that. I was thinking, the 3 points, you got the 3 points. If you drew that match, it would have been very bad. You got the 3 points.
If we drew that, forget it. It's done.
That's what I'm saying.
If we drew, that's a loss.
Yeah. At this stage, you might as well say that's a loss because the margins are too fine right now. It's 1.2 points. If anyone drops points at this stage with 5 games to go, forget it. Just forget it. You get me? Forget it.
So what you say with you know what? Actually, let me ask you. Yeah, shout out Slaven Bilic. He made some good points after the game yesterday, and he said nothing is gonna change until United give Solskjaer the power. And what he meant was that even like with this whole Pogba situation and certain players, you've got to let him run it. So like Woodward's got to give him the reins and say, you know what? If you want Pogba to stay, then you're going to make the decision. Pogba's going to stay. You're in my team. We're going to plan around you. You're not going anywhere. Or if you feel like he's been disruptive or he needs to leave, you like get Pogba out of there and then you build this team. And once players see that you've got Pogba out or you've got certain players out, that will force them to step up as well. Because right now, it feels like everyone's just, going with the flow. Guys are getting new contracts that probably he doesn't agree with. But then having said that, Pogba's £100 million player. And they also looked at his Instagram and all his social media following and what he brings to the club. And this is where we're talking about. So the powers that be above, would they be like, nah, you know what? Pogba has to stay. He's an asset. And if that does happen, then that means they're not giving Ole the power. What do you think about that?
Well, they've clearly been doing it even from Mourinho days.
That was one of his main
They've been doing it since Fergie left. Woodward's been doing it since Fergie left. It's about the brand. It's about the Facebook likes. It's about the Instagram posts. It's about the comments. Where he knows how the brand thing works. That's his thing. But what's happened is over the last 6 years, while he's been busy building the brand, Liverpool, Man City, they've been building their teams. They've been building their squads. So now it's come to a head where it's like, someone like a Mourinho can't get the job done. So Woodward, what the hell is really going on here? So that's why I said the Solskjaer thing. Solskjaer's got less pressure than all the managers put together because now he is the guy that if he don't get it right, we've been through every sort of manager. There's no excuse for him to be not given the power. You've been through the managers where Woodward's got the power and the brand and this. Solskjaer does need the power. And I'm fully on board with getting rid of Pogba now. I'm fully on board with that now.
Elaborate on that.
We've gone through this with Cristiano already. Once they start talking about Real Madrid as a dream, we know that quote. We've heard it before. The only good thing is that at the time we had Fergie, who had a bit of obviously more status in the club. We just told Ronaldo, you're going to stay for 1 year. You're not going to leave the club like that and try and embarrass us. You're going to stay for 1 year. Real Madrid come with the 80 million. You can go. And that's what happened. And that's what Solskjaer just needs to tell Pogba. Either you need to go now or no. You're going to stay for the next year while I revamp this squad. You're going to help me revamp this squad and get this squad back to where it needs to get to with your quality. And then next year, if Real Madrid come with the money, you can leave. That's it. That's what I would do.
Why would you want him to leave though? With the quality that, when you look at the team on paper and you look at that the players with ability, he's top of the list with De Gea. So why would you?
Of course, but that's. I'm not saying I want him to personally myself. What I'm saying is that he needs to leave because if he's already throwing out the hints, and we know where it's coming from. We know he's coming from his agent Raiola and all that sort of stuff. We've already heard Zidane today talk about there's going to be a major revamp at Real Madrid. That's the only reason why Zidane came back. There's no way Zidane's coming back without the power at Real Madrid to revamp that squad. He wasn't going to come back for that. And then when you got people like Pogba coming out, Zidane and Real Madrid, it's a dream, right? You think that man weren't talking in the background, knowing that he's coming back to Real Madrid? All these guys talk. So there's no point in having a player there that's going to pull the Cristiano move, basically. Because at the end of the day, Pogba's seen people like Modric getting the Ballon d'Or. And if he wasn't at Real Madrid, he wouldn't be getting no Ballon d'Or. We all know that. So he knows that's part of his brand. So he wants to go to Real Madrid and go and get that Ballon d'Or. So that's why Raiola made the move. He made the money move from Juventus to United, and now he wants to make the power move from United to Real Madrid. So just let him go so we can get players in that want to play for the team.
What do you think? What he said there, I can't even say that to that. What do you reckon?
That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Like Pogba, his eyes are already looking at Madrid. I'll tell you why, because Madrid, they're looking to ship out Cruz. They might even look how to ship out Modric.
Bale might be gone.
They need. It's Pogba's there. It's like he's there. Cruz is going, yeah, for sure. Apparently he's going for sure. It's going to be a Pogba replacement. It's simple as that. And you get me, the French connection with Zidane. And like Curtis said, Zidane didn't just come back to say, yeah, guys, they said, listen, if I come back, I want that blank check book. I want that blank check book. Listen, I know these are the players I want, yeah? No ifs or buts. Hazard and Pogba, just give me those players. That's it.
If Pogba does go, like building on, let's just say he leaves in the summer, coach. Like, what do you see for United next season? What does Solskjaer need to do? How many players need to leave and stuff like that?
Boy, funny enough, you said that already because, like I said, I've been doing my my sort of scouting on the squad and everything, and I've actually got my list here.
Go on. Go on, let it rip. Go on.
Who I want to leave, yeah, and who I'd want to come in and realistic coming in as well. A little bit of a mixture. So yes, I'm going to start. What do you want, the departures or the arrivals?
How you want to do it, bruv? You've planned this. Go on.
I'm going to go departures. That's easier, yeah? I'd like Young gone.
He just signed a new contract, but yeah, go on. Now, let me not stop you. Go on.
Yeah, Pogba. Yeah. Lukaku. Yeah. Smalling. Bailly. Herrera and Mata. Yeah? You guys got that?
Yeah. Okay.
We're waiting for the arrivals first.
Now, the arrivals, I'm going to start from the back. Yeah? Varane. Yeah? More unrealistic. The only reason why I'm saying Varane is because Guillaume Badgate's been talking a lot in recent weeks about Varane wants more money. And we know Real Madrid don't really like paying defenders big money like that unless you're Spanish and all that sort of stuff. I'm saying it's unrealistic because now Zidane is there. But I'm saying for me, I would like someone like that in. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's him. Alderweireld, very realistic because he's got the clause.
What, Varane and Alderweireld?
Yeah, I would like both. If we can't get both, I'm just saying Alderweireld.
Okay.
His clause. That's more realistic. Basically, I would like both of them, but Alderweireld is more realistic. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the centre backs. Me, Wan-Bissaka, right back, or Ricardo Pereira.
Yes,
I'd like
excellent.
one of them.
I like both of them. Pereira from Leicester.
Yeah.
Leicester right back. I've said that as well.
I don't think we can get both. But I think
one of them.
we can get one of them. Proven Premiership players. Yeah, that's
okay.
what we need. Yeah.
Yep.
Left back, I put Danny Rose down.
What?
Yeah. For me, we don't need anyone that's gonna really take over Shaw type of thing, but we need someone. Once again, it's a squad game, so we need guys that, you know, when Shaw's doing stupid tackles and getting 10 yellow cards.
You can't put Rojo in that. Did you put Rojo on that list to leave? Actually, you didn't put him.
Yeah, Rojo.
Okay, yeah, because he needs to get out.
Rojo can leave. Them guys, you know what I'm saying? They're not been on my mind, so they can definitely leave.
Okay.
And whatnot. Yep, so that's left back.
That's the whole back four. You just put 4 defenders. Go on.
Yeah. No, that's 3 defenders.
No, wait,
4
you
defenders.
said 4, yeah.
Yeah, 4. Cool. I would also like Tuanzebe to come back into the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Aston Villa.
I agree.
Yep. I'd also like Fosu Mensah back from Fulham.
Yep.
Yep, to give us some energy in that midfield. Because if McTominay can play in our midfield, Fosu Mensah can play in our midfield as well.
Mm-hmm.
And give us some energy. I'm all about energy.
No, because he's a DM. Fosu Mensah is a DM. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, exactly.
These men are laughing, by the way. I'm
Keep flowing, keep going, G. I think it's snappy as well. Keep it going, keep going.
What I'm saying is probably unrealistic with the numbers.
Just keep going.
Yeah, but
Yeah, go
what
on.
I'm saying, if you're asking me about the type of players that we need in and the type of players we need out, same as Zidane. When Zidane says we need an old...
Just keep going.
Go on.
Just keep going.
No, but what I'm saying is that I'm just saying that if when Zidane said he needs to overhaul Real Madrid, how many players do you think he's talking about? He's
Yeah,
not talking
overhaul
about
means
one or two.
overhaul. Get everyone out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to continue, yeah? Okay, in midfield, 2 centre midfielders. Toni Kroos, very realistic. Yeah, Toni Kroos. And then Tanguy Dembele from Lyon.
Okay.
Yeah, them 2. That's the 2 central midfielders, I would say.
All right.
Yeah? And then 2 wingers, I think, that are realistic. Yeah, realistic. One of them is Gareth Bale. Yeah?
Okay.
And one of them Steven, Bergwijn from PSV.
All right.
You know about him?
Yeah,
Nah,
Dutch, young Dutch winger. He's dope. Very nippy, like quite fast player, very skillful. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a young up and coming player that's hungry. From the games I've seen him play for PSV, he looks very hungry and whatnot. Now, one other position that I think that we need strengthening would be up front, but I don't know right now.
Yeah, if you're getting rid of Lukaku, you're getting rid of goals. So who?
Yeah, but I don't know who's realistic right now for us to get up front.
Yeah, this is not Masters League, but
Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm saying I've named about 8 or 9 players or whatever it is, and departures I've named about 7 or 8 players, whatever. It's unrealistic that all that's going to happen. But I'm saying that's the type of overhaul that we need.
yeah. All right.
And
Fair enough. All right, coach, man. We're gonna let you go. Thanks for the calling. So we'll shout you. Hopefully, you'll be back next week. Yeah.
Ollie's at the wall, all that nonsense.
Yeah. Peace.
Nice one, coach.
Take it easy.
Yeah, cool.
This guy must think this is Masters League, man.
Bro, listen. Look at the list this guy names. Look at the list this guy named. Yeah, you get me.
But he's not wrong. If you could choose 8 players to go out and bring 8 players in,
cool.
like that's
That's fine, but that's not gonna
it's
happen.
not gonna happen. Yeah, of course, but
You get me? Especially if you lot don't make Champions League, that's not gonna happen.
He said Alderweireld is realistic, bro. If Tottenham
Alderweireld is
finish,
realistic.
if you finish, if Tottenham finish top 4 and then United don't finish in top 4,
his contract, he ain't got that money. They haven't given him a contract.
It's realistic because if whoever comes with that 25 mil, they're selling him. Right now, Spurs haven't got the position to be saying, nah, we're not. They're taking all the money they can get. Trust me.
Varane, I don't think, but I think Koulibaly is one you can get. But he looks dodgy against Arsenal.
Oh, this Koulibaly that guys were talking about. I saw this guy with my own 2 eyes in the flesh.
Oh yeah, funny that because you know this guy don't talk about Europa. You don't like Europa. Oh, Europa, this Europa that.
What was my point?
The guy was front row. I saw you front row. You was touching the grass.
Listen, what's my point always been? Arsenal Napoli, that's Champions League as far as I'm concerned.
Because I said it when you get to the semi-finals and the quarters and that, all this what's the scores, lads? I'm not watching the match. You be there, you was
I
there.
haven't got time to watch green grasshoppers, right? but versus Napoli, that's a game.
The game. Yeah.
I can watch that. I can watch, and it was a spectacle. You get me? But back to what I was saying, this Koulibaly, fam, he was looking shaky, warrior. Fam, he was looking one kind, fam. And that's even with the strikers not even performing at their best. He was still looking shaky. But let me not judge off one game. I've heard he must be at a decent level for people to be raving about him like this. Wherever he'll be worth, you would have to pay 80 million for him. And I don't, for that type of money, you need him to have the same Van Dijk effect, which I don't see happening.
Nah, he's never Bay. Looks like, man. Just like, you get me?
I bay, man. Listen, you know what? Yeah, I saw that report saying Emery wants to push it for.
I saw that. I saw that in January.
Alderweireld.
Oh, Alderweireld.
Yeah,
Wait, that's what another Sol Campbell move, boy.
you get me. And I don't know what Alderweireld's mindset is right now. Like, is on something like, I've never played for Arsenal, or is it just like where the bag's at? Like,
Where the bag's at, really, man?
it's gotta be. It's gotta be where the bag's
They
at.
probably don't even want to leave London. So if anything, I'm just hoping Chelsea can make. Oh, well, transfer ban.
Let's touch on the Emery thing right now, man. How are you feeling about Emery right now?
As I've always felt, G, it's like, you get me. It's calm. He's doing what he needs to do. He's got the players' trust. He knows what he's expected of the players each match. Listen, Emery all the way, boy. He hasn't done a thing wrong for me. In certain games, he gets it wrong, but overall, off the back of the Wenger stage and blah blah, what he's done so far, solid for me.
Do you reckon they're gonna get top 4? Because if we don't get top 4, I know you keep on saying, Man United, if we don't get top 4, if we don't get top 4, it's a lot as well.
Listen, for me personally, I can't take another year of Europa. Honestly, I'll feel sick. Obviously, we didn't finish top 4 last season, fine, down to Wenger. But if this season we don't finish top 4,
This will be 3 seasons in a row.
I feel sick, G. It's very hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's this top 4 team, right? It's only getting harder. There's legit 6 teams into 4. It doesn't work. You get me? It's too hard. Each season is too difficult. So we need to do it this season, right? And just
Build on it.
Yeah, building it, exactly
so you
that.
can build a team that's clear enough.
Right.
Yeah.
You get me? And then just go from there. But if we don't get it after the season,
Before we get onto the Champions League predictions, because we've seen the first legs now, let's talk about top 4 quickly. I want 2 teams. Who's gonna make the 3rd and 4th?
I'm gonna go Spurs Arsenal.
Spurs Arsenal.
I'm gonna go.
Be realistic.
I'm gonna go Chelsea Tottenham. I think Arsenal and Man United, the banter that we have with each other, the banter that up and I think we both might end at the top 4.
No, but
when I look at the fixtures properly,
I'll tell you why. Chelsea are already out of it now.
why? If they beat us, meaning that we're not in the Champions League yet, I think
but we've got
at
2
our
games
expense.
we've got 2 games on them.
It's Arsenal's now.
Arsenal's away form is not good.
No, you've got 2 games on them too.
No, you got
We got one, and let's just say we don't capitalise at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
We've still got City to play. I think Chelsea might get top 4 along with Tottenham. Because Arsenal's still got Leicester away, they've still got Wolves away, they've still got
Chelsea have got Leicester away, 2, right? They've got Watford, right? They have Man U,
And we got points to both of them.
and they've got Burnley. Like, come on, they're gonna get. Listen,
Spurs and Arsenal, innit? Who did you say? Spurs and
I
Arsenal,
reckon
yeah.
Spurs and Arsenal, and it'll go down to the last day. But Spurs Arsenal.
But I have Chelsea winning Europa.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
Yeah, because I was going to touch on
They're
that.
mad
Let's go there straight. Europa.
They're mad enough to win it, G. Like, it's. You get me? What? But you just scrape through 1-0 up against that team.
Yeah.
What was the scores?
It was 1-0. We won.
What, against Prague?
Yeah. But they're
Away or home?
away.
So now you're going to go back to,
And we're going back to
Stamford Bridge?
That'll be a routine win. You have to bear in mind, this is a team. They put 6 in 2 legs past Sevilla, bro.
I know.
Like,
Don't
and-
back them
Who
up.
put 6 plus?
Slavia and Prague. They put 6 past Sevilla in 2 legs. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're a good side. Like even when I watched them, bro, the chances there, the counter attacks they had, like it was a tough game. Then again, as well, I know the result didn't look flattering, but we had a very weak squad out. We made about 8-9 changes. So like,
So you're tipping Chelsea.
I say Chelsea to win Europa.
Who else is in there now? Who's the other strongest team other than Chelsea and Arsenal?
Valencia.
Who are you playing in the semis if you go through?
We don't know yet. It hasn't been finished.
No, it has. Because we're playing either Valencia or whoever Valencia are playing. So you must know.
Oh, so who's the opposite then?
1 second.
Wow. Okay, then that would tell me everything as well.
That's what I'm saying. So it's the legs. It'd be Arsenal and Chelsea in the final if we both get to the final. Yeah,
And you reckon you can reach the final? Because you got a 2-0 aggregate now.
and I back us to beat either of those Spanish teams. It's Valencia and Villarreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we all have Villarreal on our side. Then.
No.
Or is it's Valencia?
Our game.
I'm saying it's Valencia.
Oh, Benfica or
Yeah,
Frankfurt?
Benfica. Yeah, again.
Benfica, Frankfurt.
It's good. It's looking like a.
Chelsea, Arsenal, Europa. That would be sick, you know.
Honestly, if,
Imagine Chelsea, Arsenal, and then Tottenham or City, Liverpool in the final. Let's just say.
listen, if we've already made top 4 by then, I don't give a damn about that Europa Cup, that tin cup thing. Chelsea can win that, and then what happens actually? Because I was talking to City about this the other day. Shout out City.
If they win,
Okay,
the Champions-
say we came 4th, right?
yeah,
And you win it.
And you win Europa.
then we both go.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Whoever.
I thought Arsenal would have had to come out, but no, it's
You
not.
get 5 teams.
That's it, yeah,
Okay,
you get 5
okay,
teams.
yeah, let's do that. Listen, I'll lie down. I will lie down for Chelsea. Let's all go in and leave Man U out. That's what happened to us. That's what happened to us, G. Remember that season we were solo dolo in Europa? I said, this is chaos.
Hey, but the thing is, yeah, don't you reckon? Remember how I've always talked about the priorities and that? You're like, both teams, well, you can prioritize for both tournaments, man. It doesn't matter. And I said, bruv, it comes a stage where, do you get me? With the squad that we have, the teams that we're talking about for top 4 and Europa or Champions League, do you get me? Like, even now, I'm looking at, we are better off coming out of the Champions League now.
When I was telling you that from before, you didn't want to listen.
No, but we were just happy about the European night that we had. That's all.
Because I was telling you, I was saying to guys, you lot are shouting. You should have just let PSG knock you out. Maybe you wouldn't be in this McDonald's.
No, he's right, yeah.
You wouldn't be in this McDonald's scrapping that you could have. You get me?
But does the same go for you lot? What I'm trying to get at now is with the Europa games that you lot are saying.
You're missing the bigger picture. Because you're only 1-0 down against Barca. If United win the Champions League, then you also are in Champions League.
Bro, let's.
Bruv, you know we play Liverpool after this if we beat Barca.
But over 2 legs, in the cup competitions, I still fancy United.
So you think United is going to beat Barca in Nou Camp?
I think they can get a result.
Do you
What's the result? Because the draw's not enough.
I think they can.
go
Yes, I think they're gonna go through. I still think they're gonna go through. You have to bear in mind, bro. I've witnessed Chelsea do the same multiple times, bro. You get me? Like Barca this season is not as dangerous as they have been in past seasons.
Messi got arrested this
Even
weekend.
that game, he got arrested this weekend.
He got arrested this weekend.
Oh, I thought you said arrested. I was like, what? But yeah,
You're gonna see the Messi in the new campaign. Anyway. That's just, listen. Don't get your hopes up, bro. Please. I know you've got a bet. Just
but even so,
Yeah, you got that bet in there.
Man United are gonna win Champions League. I'm telling you now, Man United are gonna win Champions League.
Alright, so who do you reckon's gonna win Champions League, Lord?
I've said City, and I'm staying with City.
So, you
So
think
what's
City
their
will win
route?
and Champions League?
Yeah. What's their route? So
Oh,
City-
that's a treble.
And FA Cup.
Oh, that would be quadruple. No, wait, you're not gonna win quadruple then.
listen. So City, if City,
That,
if City go through Spurs, they
Porto,
play
Juve.
Juventus or
Or Juve.
yeah.
Not Porto.
No, Juve or Ajax.
Ajax. Yeah.
But Juve will go through.
I got a sneaky feeling, boy.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I got a sneaky feeling about City in the Champions League.
If we don't win the Champions League, I want Barca to play Juventus in the final. I said that last week. I want to see Ronaldo, Messi again. And then
Can
whatever.
it be that as
Yeah.
well?
They're on different sides.
Say nothing.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna come through with 10 guys.
Yeah, man. Listen, did you man watch the Lomachenko qualify?
Yes, I did.
4-round sweep, boy.
Sweep.
God
Sweep.
damn.
God.
Because the thing is, Crawler, yeah, is not a bad fighter. Domestically, he's like one of those guys who tune in on Sky Sports.
Right.
The levels.
The levels was different.
Eh?
Bro.
He basically just shelling up the whole fight. He just
His cornermen. I don't know what you format coverage you watched on here, but I was into the American coverage. They were sending for Crawler differently. They weren't even saying. It's
I
like
watched for the-
they were like, "What does he do?
Yeah, what's
like,
he doing?
His
Yeah.
trainer doesn't know what to, you get me. Lomachenko's so mad, yeah, that before you even got there, you're defeated because you know what time
Yeah.
it is with that guy. The first 2 rounds, you're sizing him up.
Yeah.
That third and fourth, my.
the angles of the punches that he's throwing is mad,
thing is, he doesn't
and the
look like
footwork.
He doesn't look like he's throwing hard punches. They're landing solidly. Because Crawler's big. He's a big guy, and the way he folded onto his face,
Yeah.
from that bang to the temple,
Yeah.
night. Fam, Lomachenko, he'll do Danny Garcia too, bro.
And he's my guy, but yeah,
Fam,
you know
he'll
what?
do Danny Garcia too, fam.
But you know, Lomachenko had a close fight. Was it Jose Lopez? I can't remember who it was.
shoulder.
Yeah,
He was coming off a shoulder injury, and he said like it wasn't 100%. But now,
He looks a different animal, man.
animal. He's scary, man. He's scary because he's the way he can just be in front of you and at the side of you in one flash.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. Yeah.
Bro, listen, I would have loved to see him against Floyd, boy. And I'm not lie, like you get me. I don't want to go
Floyd would
back.
have figured him out as well. Floyd would have figured him.
Lomachenko's a figure too, fam. You get me? But
Yeah.
anyway, so
You know, Lomachenko used to do ballet.
That's what
His
I
dad made
mean.
him do ballet
He's
for
doing-
footwork.
yeah.
So his footwork, that's why if you see his foot in the ring, his footwork is always planted and he knows when to move and he's light. Like, it's like he's dancing.
it's like he teleports. Like he can be in front of you and then at the side
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
landing.
But yeah, a different animal is in action on the weekend. Terence Crawford, he's fighting Amir Khan. Now, Amir Khan, we all know, he comes for the bag. He loves the bag.
Amir doesn't mind sleeping.
Yeah, for the bag though.
Yeah, of course.
You get me?
He doesn't mind sleeping for the bag. He doesn't mind.
So you're not thinking anything.
I don't rate Amir Khan one bit. Like it's going to be another L. Everyone says, "Oh, he's rating for try and try." Listen, what's the point of trying if you're gonna the L against Triple G? Was it Triple?
Canelo.
Was it Triple G or Canelo?
Who are you talking
Canelo,
about?
the one that
Amir
Khan,
Khan.
when Canelo slept in.
No, Canelo. Yeah, Canelo slept him. Yeah, Canelo.
Okay, viciously,
Yeah, viciously.
and there's another one before that he slept again viciously.
Yeah, he slept. Garcia slept him.
All this try hard thing. You should have just fought Kell Brook and see who's the best, and then you get me. It's to me.
But the Kell Brook fight is always going to be there, and he knows that. So he knows even if he sleep, but they will because you see the British media, yeah, and the public, sorry, they love rivalry. So even if he sleeps against Terence Crawford, they will still feel like Wembley. I'm telling you, trust me.
Yeah, for sure.
And he knows that. But yeah, Terence Crawford is going to win that.
Yeah, I don't see him losing at all to Amir Khan, not at all.
Listen, I want to skip boxing, this week because UFC.
Yeah, let's skip it. We'll get straight to it, boy. That UFC.
You got 2 Nigerian champions now in the UFC. Yeah? In the space of a month, 2 Nigerian champions just like that, back to back. Adesanya, what a performance, man, in the 5th round.
Yeah, man. Like, obviously, for me, I think he underestimated my man.
Yeah, shout out Nacy. Nacy called that
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
He said, I feel like he's underestimating him.
Yeah, fam. Even the way he was looking at him, like, look at this small boy. Like, I've got mad reach on you, mad height on you.
Well, that's mind games, though, isn't it? Are you talking about the face off? That's mind games. That's trying to get.
But
In
the thing is,
innit?
I don't think he respected him. Like, he even said, "I've just fought Anderson Silva."
I killed one goal. Is this when he's talking to Jones?
No, he said, "I fought Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva's better than Gastelum." That's what he said. So it's going to be light work.
yeah.
That's what he said, right? And bro,
Gastelum's not light work.
it's not light work. Get me? And from he got tagged and his back hit the cage in that first round. I don't know if it was first or second.
Yeah, first.
It was first. He should have been awake from then. But not to say that he wasn't awake, but you get me.
He stepped up in the second.
Yeah, tuck your chin a bit more.
No, but you know what I was surprised at, and this is what always happens for some reason when I'm supporting a fighter. Yeah, like before the fight, you would have said that Adesanya's stand-up is superior, innit? You would have thought he's a stand-up fighter. Yeah, Gastelum's the grappler, the wrestler. He's gonna try and kind of wear you down, but he's still got hands as well. But he's still got hands as well. But you would have said Adesanya was a better stand-up. Yeah. And then they came out, and Gastelum was the one that was lighting him up and jabbing him. And I'm thinking, hold on, because now the tactic might be like, okay, we're gonna stand with you, lure you in, and we're gonna grapple you. That's what always happens. Then they wrestle you. Like, so they've beat you in both worlds. Like, they've stood up with you, and then they wrestle you. And that's what it was looking like.
Yeah, I'm surprised Gastelum didn't try and
Wrestle him.
But to be fair, listen, Adesanya's takedown defense is solid. It's solid. It's solid.
You know what? Yeah, this is what I said to Stelios off air. I don't know, because when I was talking about I said Gastelum, he knocked out Bisping. Then I stopped for a second. I was like, hold on, Bisping's the same weight. Like, but because Adesanya's tall, maybe that's why he's in that weight. But I look at him and he doesn't look like he's filled out his physique. Like, he doesn't look as big as these guys. Look at these guys I'm naming: Bisping, Yo Romero, Whitaker, Jacare Souza. These are big guys.
They give away weight in height. You get me? Because he's taller. I'm sure they're weighing the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But it just doesn't seem like he's as powerful as them.
The height, isn't it? All them man are like shorter, stockier. You get me? Gastelum, he looks like he doesn't do any sort of cardio. You get me? Just there, tacos. You get me? Because remember he used to cut.
Yeah.
And he used to suffer. But then he said, what? Gas that, I'm going up. Let me walk around tacos every day. You get me? Fight.
The power came with it.
Came from that, you get me? So it was a good fight, man. It was a very good fight.
But was there any concerns though? Like, because I had concerns. What would you, if you had to kind of critique?
Who's got madder one punch power? Gastelum or Romero?
Gastelum. Romero's got power, but Gastelum's there.
We can say.
But I'm not talking about power, I'm talking about, like, I know you said he defended the takedown, but could you imagine Adesanya versus Jacare Souza? You know Jacare, the one that does that? Yeah. He's a grappler. He's someone that's going to wrestle you and he has a game plan. I don't know, like, shout out Marcos though, he did it. He thought Adesanya was going to lose.
Marcos and Samuel, fam, these fake on the fence, like, yeah, we support him because it's Niger, but we think it's gonna, like, what's the support? Are you with him or not?
Because this is what you don't understand. Even with AJ, you can support someone, and be like, and call it what it is.
When have I ever said, I think AJ will lose against X person? Like, these men don't believe. You have to believe, like, or you don't. Well, to be fair, you don't have to
support, but you can still be realistic. That's what I'm saying. Boy. But then it comes across as sitting on the fence. I get you. It comes across like you're just.
It's not. Listen, we have to go all out one side. You're one side, otherwise it's not fair, fam. You get me? Or don't come to the debate, fam. But yeah, man, solid. I'm happy for him.
So now he's got the interim title, and Whitaker's the champion. Yeah. If they fight, that I can't.
I think he smokes Whitaker.
Smokes.
Whitaker's gonna be coming off an injury, right? This what did he go out with? This
ACL. Hernia.
Hernia, right? Fam.
But let's just say he has a warm up. Let's just say Whitaker had a tune up fight and he's ready.
Boy, Dana wasn't talking like he wants to give him any tune.
Wants to throw straight back in. Maybe Whitaker wants to go straight back in.
Wasted our time. You wasted my time. Your next fight is not on a tune thing. You're going straight back in the den, bro. Like what? So
Adesanya's face at the end of that fight, bro. He looked like he got stung by bees, bro.
Yeah, but bro,
like,
come on.
Whitaker's not Whitaker, against Yo Romero. That's when I said, okay, this guy is very tough, bro.
I remember that because he was getting hit with shots that day.
You see how Gastelum looked like his even though you could see his energy dipped, but his will also kind of dipped. When he started getting tagged and he started sitting down, Whitaker's not that type. He's a different guy.
Boy, I don't know. I see Adesanya taking him personally. I don't know, man. I feel like he's not gonna go that. He's just gonna work him out and win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you watch the Holloway
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier fight?
Yeah.
The main event.
Is it Poirier?
Yeah, Dustin Poirier. Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. Holloway got moved too, man.
that surprised me.
That's 2 L's. That's 2 L's to
To the same guy.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Can't believe Dustin Poirier is a champion, boy. It's mad like that. Obviously, it's interim as well.
Holloway?
I like Holloway. I don't think he's got. I know you mean like he's not kind of on the eye. What are you gonna say about him?
I just don't. Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's fighting. Whenever I see his fights, that's it. Like
He's a pressure fighter.
His wins like they're not like. You know what I'm saying?
There's no stamp on
I don't look
it.
at him as,
No, like, having said that, come on, the Ortega fight, there was a stamp on that fight. I thought Ortega was gonna beat him.
yeah, but okay. What I mean by I don't see anything special about him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That maybe I don't know. I don't see anything special about him. He has no.
But yeah, shout out Dustin Poirier, man. He won the fight. Holloway gets bloodied every fight.
Every fight. If his face isn't splattered with blood, he's not in.
Always
Like,
bloodied. Like,
I don't know why guys like taking this much punishment.
no, but I rate Holloway. You know why? Because that's not his weight class. He's still the champion in 145. He came up to fight Dustin Poirier, and he was even gonna fight Khabib on like a week's notice when my man pulled out.
So
Do you get me?
It's Poirier Khabib now in September.
Yeah, Poirier Khabib.
Khabib's already said, listen, we'll line up for September.
Khabib, the people's champ. You know, yeah, it's like since that thing happened with Conor, yeah, his profile is high. Like everyone,
Whenever he's beat a high profile guy, so you're
not profile just like, oh, I know who he is. People like him. Like that's what I'm saying.
Of course,
Because fam,
He's no nonsense.
he battered Conor,
Yeah,
and he battered, like, you're talking, yes.
outside the cage, he's
For
bad.
me,
Yeah.
Connor's hype train is crashed.
Yeah, let's talk about. Did you see the tweets and that between
Yeah.
Conor? What, I thought he
The thing is-
retired.
the
First
thing
of all, he
is,
said he retired.
Connor's hype chain is crashed, right? And furthermore, people are looking at him like,
What are you doing?
you're just a disrespectful prick then. You know what I'm saying? There's the trash talking was all
For the fight, if you're building up a fight.
But now you're just a disrespectful prick, and you're talking loud. After
And you got
just been
cleared.
Smashed. You just been smashed. You just been smashed. So right now you should be silent. You're doing this sort of attention seeking, retire blood. Like, just come back in humbly, and just build yourself back up to that. You're not that guy no more, Conor. He has this. Somebody's saying, like, listen, you're not that guy no more. You're not that guy. And I can see Conor next 2 to 3 years just.
Is he not that guy because he got beat, or because you got to look at life as well? The guy, he's chopping now. Even that 12, Joe Rogan was saying the 12. What do you call it? Is it proper 12? Proper 12, yeah. Bruv, is in different countries now. He's doing well. Yeah. So like, come on, it's hard to wake up and jog when you're sleeping in silk sheets. Do you get me? He's bubbling. It's hard to do them 4 a.m. jogs.
Then just keep quiet. man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, them ones. Just keep quiet. Like, chop your money, be a businessman, and just
That's
keep.
his character though now. Like his character now is that I am that loud mouth. Don't really give a Stone Cold Steve Austin
The
type
last
of
noise
mentality.
that he was talking was like, oh my god, he was talking like he was, I was happy with the fight, happy with what I did. I'm thinking, bro, like,
Yeah. He said he was happy with what he did.
has the cocaine gone to your dome that quick? Fam, he's fried, completely fried. But yeah, man, I just get back in the octagon, bro, and just, you get me, just start building up from there. Because right now,
Do you think he's gonna go back into?
I think he's done. You
he's
reckon?
not done. He's not done. He's come back.
He loves fighting though.
Dana said the other day, like, they've been talking, like, you get me, soon. Oh, go back up. Sorry, guys, we're just looking at Adesanya's face. Jesus Christ, he looks like Elephant Man.
Wow, I'm telling you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
telling you.
But yeah, man, Conor, he just needs to just get back in the octagon. And
Did you man watch the seasonal press conference? I'm gonna run, but before we get out of it, I'm gonna run down these lineups. Yeah. So UFC basically they do a seasonal press conference where they announce a lot of the main events coming up in the future. Yeah, and they all have a press conference where they sit down. So first of all, Ben Askren, he's gonna fight Masvidal. How do you see that going? Quickly.
Boy, Masvidal's the one that just slept till, yeah?
Yeah.
Bruv, I just see Askren wrestling him and just beating him like that.
All right. There's one that I saw. Yeah, Holly Holm, Amanda Nunes. I like that fight.
Well, not
No,
That's coming up.
next fight. Sorry, next event.
That's a fight.
That's a fight.
Obviously,
Nunes is a goat, you know. If she beat, because she's beat every champion.
yeah, after Nunes dealt with Cyborg, this is probably the last big name that she needs to just get on her strap. And then after that, for me, she can even
I
say,
think she wins easy.
you reckon?
You reckon she was there?
Beats Holmes. I think.
Holly Holmes is taking something else, you know. She's taking some
Not L, like L's, but not like
No, like bad L's.
Yeah.
Bad L's she's taking. Bad L's. Well, I'll go for Amanda with
Yeah,
that.
I'm going
It's a big
Amanda,
fight,
man.
though.
Lioness. I said that. Yeah. There's one that. Woodley and Lawler too. You know, Woodley knocked him out first, but now Woodley's coming for. He's lost his title. He's trying to come back. Has he still got the? Because you know, sometimes you lose it, and he's doing other things outside UFC.
Okay, if Woodley's focused on getting his belt back, he'll do it, right?
Lawler looked good against Askren, and that was a dodgy.
Yeah. But if he's distracted now and he's had the belt for so long, he's probably thinking, I've done my thing. Adesanya, do your thing now. Fine, but no, Adesanya, do your thing. The other Nigerian.
What, Kamaru?
Kamaru, do your thing. Like, if he's on that mindset, then he's just gonna like be whatever, which I kind of see him doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already said like Dana didn't really he didn't get respect he deserved when he was top boy anyway. So what do I care, kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? I've done my thing with the belt, so whatever.
Heavyweight, Ngannou and Dos Santos. If Ngannou wins that, he gets a title shot.
I think Ngannou knocks him.
Against Cormier. Bruv.
Cormier is going to release that belt. He's not going to get in the cage with Ngannou.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying Cormier. If
Ngannou
he sees that, okay, Ngannou's the number one contender, he's going to give him the title.
Yeah, Cormier he won't.
He'll relinquish it.
He just beat Ngannou.
Who beat Ngannou?
Didn't Cormier beat Ngannou?
No, Stipe did.
Oh. That's the one I was disappointed with Ngannou. Yeah, I was disappointed
No,
with
but
him.
they gave him that
beat
fight
him,
short
actually.
notice.
Nah, still disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed as well. But
But you reckon Cormier will dip?
Yeah.
Cormier's not going to want it with Ngannou, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, Ngannou's a monster. He's a monster. But yeah, I think Ngannou's going to... Dos Santos is my guy as well, but I think it's Ngannou's time. There was, John Bones Jones and Santos. Santos, this guy, he's got mad hands, bro. Like, he puts guys to sleep. The way he slept Jimmy Manuel as well was raw.
I remember that.
So John Bones Jones, you reckon he figures him out or...
He'll figures everyone out, man. John Jones is he's no one in that weight class is his level, man.
Yeah.
No one.
Jones got to go to heavyweight. I didn't like the way he was just like he was talking about Adesanya, man. That's
Come on, man.
That's bullying.
Young boys, you're talking about small boys, sorry. Like,
That's
come on,
bullying.
man.
That's bullying. I didn't like that. But
Yeah.
he takes that from me.
Alright, cool.
There's no one else for him. You've got to go out.
Guys, it's been a very good one. I've enjoyed this. So
The run-in is going to be mad. I'm going to try and push it every Sunday. I want to... Listen.
it's gonna be tops and terms. That I think we can all agree that even though we've made predictions, it probably might not go the way we said it. It's gonna.
I'm telling you
Watford
now.
Arsenal, Watford Arsenal. Quick before we get out of it.
Listen, I'm not even happy that I'm here and Arsenal are 6th right now. It pained me.
Oh yeah, you was talking.
That's what I was talking about. Look, you lot should talk when the positions change. You get me? When it was 1-1 yesterday, I was, solid. I can go to the podcast. And we're still 5th. But listen, the Watford game tomorrow at home it's away.
away.
God damn.
And that's what I'm saying.
Watford coming for FA Cup win. Delafeu.
We're gonna do it. All this Delafeu's in form. He didn't just get in form of one game. You get me? He just did that. He just had a solid performance. But I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get that win.
Yeah.
We'll get that win, man.
Alright, cool. Alright, guys, it's been a good one. So till next week, peace and love. Have a good week. 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 Have a good week.